Hey guys, I want to talk about the new chapter. So basically, I'm going to lunch here again in Casa Nirvana, which is one of my most favorite restaurants in the world. Actually, probably the most favorite in the world. So, what's next? So, first of all, I hit 18,000 followers on Instagram, and I just hit for the first time a reel with 11,000 views organically, about 170 likes, and it's still going up. It has a skip rate about 40%, which is pretty good. But I'll see. Basically, I figured out more or less a framework on how to go viral on Instagram while still doing what I want to do. And it's fairly hard to do it on Instagram. It's super easy on TikTok, medium difficult on YouTube, but I have been concentrating more on Instagram now, and but I will be also concentrating on YouTube soon. And I just feel like expressing myself whichever I want to, whichever way I want to. And I feel the Bija mantras are a good way because I do them daily anyway. And this way I'm also feel like a more like forced to do them daily, just by making the videos, which is great. So it becomes like my daily sadhana. And now the interesting thing is that um, it's a lot of fun. Like I try not to get too much involved with my headspace on the Instagram thing, but if you go viral on Instagram, it's not a small thing. Like if you can hit like 100K followers and upwards, it's a big thing. Depending on the market, of course. I had some big like Grammy award winning people following me, or at least like checking out my stories. There was a famous photographer for Martha Stewart and stuff, a chef cook, very like high profile. They've been checking out my stuff. So as I go viral, all that stuff will happen. And honestly, I'm at the space spiritually where I don't care if it happens. If it happens, it's nice to have, but if it doesn't happen, it's also fine. I guess my Leo in Moon does enjoy a little bit of attention, um, and I have my tricks on how to do this. So and I'm learning, and I think I already figured out the algorithm. I already understand how it works. The TikTok I'm trying to avoid. I mean, it's you can go super viral super quick on TikTok. It's just that the audience is not so interesting to me. And but I do have I on each platform, be it YouTube, Instagram, and so forth, I do have my tricks. And for anybody who has been following me a long time, they know I've been went viral many times. Like I went so viral on TikTok that people in school recognized me from back then, but then TikTok closed my account. And I think the Bija mantras, I can do them in a way that my account will never be in danger, which is very good. So I won't do any controversial, polarizing topics. I'll just do the Bija mantras, which are seemingly working, and fine tuning, like tiny tricks to make it even better. And I'm trying to find a woman or several women that want to join in on the videos. Well, just be like act surprised that I'm doing the Bija mantras. Like, oh my god, and that would be amazing for ultra virality. I think then I could hit millions of views on Instagram if I find a woman like that. I'll just pay her for the videos. So if you're around Algezur or the southwest Portugal or somewhere in the region, just let me know. I'll try to ask a lot of people if they're open for it. A lot of people don't want to be public, so it's kind of difficult potentially. Okay, so that's like the social media stuff that will probably at some point blow up a little bit. I do have it down on Instagram now. Just have to get it down on YouTube. YouTube is also not that difficult, but it's definitely more difficult than TikTok. And I would say building an audience was always the most difficult on YouTube, and it always made more sense if you already have a name on YouTube, or if you make extremely high quality podcasts which favor the YouTube algorithm. But I don't have a place where I can do podcasts. And I think I'm just gonna stick with the mantras on Instagram now. Now, new chapter, because new chapter. So this is not necessarily a new chapter because I've been an influencer for a long time and I've had some big, viral stuff. So I had a video like with 6.5 million views and stuff. And then on TikTok, I had many weeks and months. Each video was like between 1 and 3 million views. So, but that only becomes interesting in terms of like life change if it accumulates over time, and that can only happen if they don't delete your account, obviously. Then very interesting, and it's a little bit like then Gary Vee said that that if you go viral, really viral, it changes your life completely. Like it can be super interesting. So we'll see what happens. So, but that's very superficial, materialistic, I guess, whatever. But I love an exciting life. I love to switch things up. Even my best friend, she said, like, you cannot have a boring life. You can't do that. Now, let's go into other topics. So, a guy told me, like, you're the last one of the hippies here standing in a place that I was in, the Azula market. And I was like, I don't think I'm a hippie. And I don't think I am a hippie. And you know why? Because I'm not in rebellion with anything. I'm maybe suggesting an alternative lifestyle, but I'm also understanding that many people cannot have that alternative lifestyle, that it would be too big of a jump, or that society's just not structured that way yet. So I don't consider myself a hippie. I consider myself aware and super conscious and accepting whatever is, and going with the flow. So if I dress more organically, for example, then I dress more organically because I feel it's more healthy. But I don't do it because I want to express something to the outside where I'm like, oh, I'm so cool and so forth. I actually despise a little bit these people that that are this kind of fronting pretentious, a kind of like, oh, I'm so cool, but inside they're not cleared. And they do it by how the way they dress and the way they make their videos and everything, and it's just very pretentious and flashy, and it's childish in my opinion. It's not really mature spirituality or mature understanding. So yeah, I think my new chapter, what will be my new chapter, I could literally imagine, I'm not 100% sure yet, to make really a move onto a different continent. I'm not happy that I have to leave this place but I sleep pretty bad in Monte Maravilla, so I wake up every night like several times, and that for me is a massive problem. Yeah, so I cannot stay for longer. I didn't see the owner today. I want to talk to her because she has some casitas, some houses up there, that are also for rent, or like caravans and stuff, and with a beautiful view. And I want to see if they're free to rent, because then I could try to sleep there and see if I sleep there well. Because literally, this energy field around this place, or San Martino, is definitely, because of Muji, Sangha, and so forth, is better than anywhere else, probably in the world, unless you go to a continent which is very high in joy, maybe like, I don't know, Philippines or something. Yeah, I think I feel like letting go of everything and then upgrading is the way to go, because as long as you're attached to the bottom, you cannot go up naturally. So I feel like letting go and upgrading, but I don't know yet what the upgrade will be. Maybe it will be owning a really nice place. Maybe it will be, whatever. Oopsala. 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 Whatever that will be. Let me see if I can here adjust that. Yeah. So I'm getting my e-bike repaired right now. I'm going to drive to Al Jazur to get it repaired there. There was an option to repair it here, but I'm going to go drive down anyway because of the heat, because it's going to get really hot here. And what else do I want to share? I think the major chapters that I went through in life, the really big major chapters, were always driven by spiritual growth. So sitting in silence, becoming super aware of the now. I also want to try shrooms. Um, but I just need to open like the higher intuition with sitting in silence. That's usually enough. And then I'll have a very clear direction where I'm going. And I'm happy that I'm able to let a couple of things go now. And yeah, and maybe I'll go back to Globe Tribe in Spain for a while and see what clicks there. The good thing is there you meet a lot of people. Like it rotates through there a lot. So I think actually it might be a good idea. I speak perfect Spanish. I prefer the Spanish culture. I think I'm getting close actually. So I'll go to Algesur. I'll repair my bike. I'll meet one person, maybe, probably, and then I'll go to Spain. I think that's what I'll do. Oh, actually, there's an event which happens next week, which I'll go to, and then I'll go to Spain, and then maybe who knows? Maybe I go back to France, and then yeah, a new chapter is coming. I can feel it. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, oh Lord. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord. I just want to like grow up from where I've been the last few weeks and months. I want to like, I always, from it goes, and this is what needs to happen next. And yeah, I mean, that's just, it's just a bad synchronicity that I don't sleep here well. But I think it would be really good for me to stay around here because of the Muji people. But it's just not going to happen if I don't sleep well. I'm already starting to feel groggy, like waking up 2 or 3 times a night and so forth. That's just not, it's not good, not a good space to be in. Sleep is so important. And I can be beingness anywhere I am. It just means that I don't click so much with other people, but you know, it's not catastrophic. The good thing also in the Globe Tribe, they cook for you, so I can eat like 3 times a day, and I don't even have to go shopping. I prefer to do it myself because there's a lot of stuff that I prefer not to eat, like pasta, and they do a lot of like cheaper food like pasta. And then if they might make a tomato sauce, you don't know if they put in sugar. Like I don't eat any sugar whatsoever. I eat it can be azúcar de caña. It doesn't matter. I don't eat sugar, no matter what type of sugar. I just don't eat it. And if you go to restaurants, you're probably gonna get sugar in your food. Or in the soy sauce, you're gonna get wheat. I don't need all of that. So I'll prefer to do that my own. But if I have the bike repaired and I'm in Globe Tribe, I can go to the next like village with the bike and do the shopping. So I think I'll do this. I'll go back to Globe Tribe. I want to go back to Spain. And the good thing is, it's very quick to go back and forth. So if I decide to make a to change and go back again, yeah. This could be really something. This could be something or nothing. All right. James Morrison, acoustic version of whatever he sings is awesome. So he's one of the best singers in my opinion ever. Best voice. James Morrison from James Morrison. There's an acoustic version of Man in the Mirror, which is really good. If you want to make a change, take a look at yourself. No, how does it go? Take a look at yourself and make a change. No, if you want to... forgot the text. So, new chapter, it's coming. And be okay being alone. You know, not having a girl friend or something, or anyone actually, even not having friends that you really connect with on the road. It's just being okay with it. Yeah, yeah, I think that's the way to go. That's the way. I like it. Yeah, I'm happy I'm gonna go to lunch here again. It's kind of I got used to going to lunch alone. I feel like I still want to experience something because I'm 48 and I just turned 48, and I feel like I do want to have some sort of interesting lifestyle before it's not possible anymore. Maybe go to the Caribbean, maybe go to the Philippines, maybe go some crazy shit. Who knows? My problem is I hate flying. If I would love flying, I would be already probably on the plane to somewhere, jet setting. By my thing with Instagram is like I'm just doing it for fun. Let's see what happens. It's like just like random. It's no work and it's interesting. Like, and I'm obviously helping people with understanding and learning about Bija mantras, which are extremely good for you. Especially if your body's ultra dense, but they're good nonetheless. So becoming famous with Bija mantras, I wouldn't mind it. It would be two good things at the same time. I'm gonna concentrate a lot. I told you about this, like making the van super nice and more cleaned and stuff, which is definitely gonna be one more week of work. But yeah, that's the plan. But I'm happy I made that choice, and I really don't want to work on any projects. And the good thing is I don't have to if I don't want to. And you know what's funny is like when people concentrate so much on their business, whatever they're doing, they don't understand. They're like literally, I mean, some people have no choice, but they're losing so much life, unless you truly, truly, truly enjoy what you're doing. You're just putting energy in a computer. It's horrible. If you understand what you're really doing, putting energy in the computer, you're putting your precious lifetime, every second is precious, you're putting it into the computer. It's crazy. I've done that a long chunk of my life. I would never do it again unless you truly enjoy it. I mean, there was a time I really enjoyed it. So I think I prefer, this is why for me, the physical touch experience like Tantra and so forth, or just staring someone in the eyes and being super present has much, much more value because I realize how stupid everything else is. But it must be genuine. Like when I see these kind of like girls that are jumping back and forth, like this woman that I met at the Azula festival, when they're like no, not centered, you could say. It doesn't feel like it's something genuine. The more genuine it is, the better. The more present someone is and so forth. So the new chapter, yeah, maybe it's going back to Spain and letting go of Portugal. I think I'm opening myself up to the idea. Let go of Portugal, maybe. Because I've experienced here enough. Lots of crazies here. A lot of half-assed commitments. Nobody's really there. It's not really heart warmth. It's just like left and right. It feels erratic. Feels erratic, not centered, and I don't think I have space for this. Here it's better, in San Martino, but you know, if I don't sleep here. So new chapter. Probably a new chapter is coming. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna sit a lot in silence and see what my intuition tells me. I could also just start with Tantra again. We'll see.